Does not feel like it was next door.
That's where everybody was.
Yeah.
Well,
No one's here today.
They're all here because they want to see all three of you. They absolutely love you. I love you guys as well, and we're grateful that you've joined us for Anime Fiesta. But of course, they have questions they want to ask you, and you can see them right in front of your in the screens right there, including pictures that they've taken.
They can just put pictures up there automatically without them being screened?
So
No,
cool.
they're being screened. Please don't send any bad pictures.
This is, by the way, the best panel because
Yep.
the first panel I've been on a long time that has a smoke machine, and worst panel for somebody with ADHD who just wants to watch these the whole time. Nice glasses. We swapped glasses in that photo.
I'm remembering you now. You run great panels.
Oh, thank you. No. You guys are amazing. And I want to start with Colleen. You'll be first. For someone in the audience had asked me earlier, they said because of you, which is the same for me, they got into One Piece because they loved your panel last time. But they were a little intimidated by watching 1,000 episodes. You personally, who've been working on it since day one, where do you think that they should start? Should they start at the beginning or maybe another arc?
I totally get it. It is intimidating, and there's always going to be like the ambassador in your friend group who's going, "You gotta watch it. Just start it." And it is hard, but at no point have I ever heard of somebody who started and it was like, "I regret starting it." No, you're going to get into it, and then you won't have to think about what you're going to watch for the next several years. So it'll be awesome. But I think wherever you feel least intimidated is where you start. They made Film Red to bring in new viewers. So if you haven't seen Film Red, it was made to be accessible to people who have not seen the show. But starting from episode 1 is never bad. I just did it with my son. We started at episode 1 and we're at episode 200 already. And he's 9. If he can do it, you can do it.
And obviously he's been loving it. Has he been able to, hear your voice in there just a bit?
He's always heard it, even before he was allowed to watch it. He's known. And I read bedtime stories to him, and that is my boy voice. So he hears that voice all the time. He was fully prepared, and he would like to talk about it with any of you.
All right, we have our first question up here.
Hey guys, it's Adam Loper here.
Hey.
First, I just want to say One Piece. I love the theme song, and thank you guys for being a part of my childhood.
Aw.
But this is for you, Johnny. I just want to say, from Zio, Mighty Morphin, and Turbo, when you do your morphing sequence, which one took the longest to get it done that session?
My morphing sequence, which one was the longest?
When you had to redo it, like say it's more, or you had to say this, Mighty Morphin, did it take a while to do that? Or
The longest sequence was for the movie. Because, the director, he liked to shoot a lot of takes. So we probably did 30, 40 takes of It's Morphin' Time. Yeah. But it's Morphin' Time. That's all it was. And the camera was pushing in. I did, yes. You know better than I did.
We got another question up here.
Hello. My name is Jay. I have a question for Colleen and Chris. Too. Other than the gummy or devil fruits that your character ate, is there any other devil fruit?
Sorry, what?
I'm sorry.
We got distracted.
Other than your characters, the devil fruit that they ate, is there any other devil fruit that you would eat? Or Zoro also?
For sure. Robins. I want Robins. Devil fruit so bad. I'm a mom. That would be awesome. And also, she's clearly underutilized. Every time we see something, anything in the show, my son is like, Robin could just do this. Why isn't she just beating everybody?
I want to go swimming, so I don't know if I would eat any other.
Fair enough. You got a pool.
Yeah, the sword fruit, if that exists.
How many fruits are there?
I mean, you tell me, Johnny. You're the one who's watched all of these episodes.
What's your favorite?
The taro fruit.
Yeah,
Is taro fruit?
it's like a root, I think.
Right. Robins? Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, Robins.
And Johnny, there was actually a question that was texted in, and the question
was there?
Yeah, and it was from Mr. Christopher Sabat. He wanted to know if you
I
could
think you're saying his
summarize
last name wrong.
Sabat?
No.
Sabat.
No. How would you prefer?
I always say it's
Johnny knows.
Sabat, right?
Sabat.
No,
There we go.
it's not.
Johnny's just upset because I'm asking him to summarize all of One Piece.
Yes.
All right, summarize One Piece.
Summarize One Piece.
Okay, well, so there's some pirates, and like on the seas, in search for the treasure, the One Piece
There it is.
treasure.
There you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, that's it.
That just that one piece of treasure.
Yeah.
No, that the One Piece.
Yeah, yeah.
The One Piece that is the treasure.
That is.
That they are searching for.
Yep.
And
Hey, what did they eat to get powers?
and stuff happens, you know, for 1,000 episodes or more.
Yeah.
Give him a round of applause,
You did well, man. Johnny was so worried because he was like, are they going to be mad at me? Because I actually don't know the show as well as I should. I was like, nobody's ever going to be mad at you for not watching all of One Piece. Like, he knows enough about One Piece.
I know Sabo.
Yeah.
Increasing amounts of.
We have a question right up here. Go and stand up. What's your name and your question?
My name is Aaliyah, and my question is, who would you be other than yourself in One Piece?
Zoro.
Yeah.
I'd make a great Zoro.
Good choice.
Thanks.
I think Zoro as well, yes.
We
Of
could both.
all the different characters, Zoro or Luffy.
It would be me and Johnny like doing a dual voice layer to be Zoro, and we would be so much better than Chris Sabat.
Fusion, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That's guaranteed. I would not want to be Luffy because that guy screams a lot.
Oh, does he? Yeah, I just want to be Zoro then.
I really like Nami, actually. I'd be Nami.
Yeah, Nami's a pretty cool character. She is currently my favorite in my watch through. It changes all the time.
So we have another question right over here.
Hi, I'm Paul.
Hi, Paul. He's over there.
Paul.
The sound came through there.
Where are you, Paul?
What's up, Paul?
My question is, were there any emotional scenes that were hard for you guys to do?
Yes. I think I cried the most at Mary. I'm trying to say things without spoilers. So Mary is where I cried the most. Like even with the other thing that happened, still Mary, I cried the most. But I'm guessing that we're in for some heart-wrenching stuff to come because you can't wrap up this many years of a thing without some trauma. So I'm guessing that's coming. But yeah, there are definitely emotional times.
I think for me it was in the more recent episodes when Chopper dies and I'm sorry, that's a spoiler. Well, that sucks.
There's some kids out there who still believe you who don't understand nuance.
Okay, I don't know for sure whether Chopper dies or not. But it was sad in my mind when I thought it might happen. He doesn't die, guys, okay? But it'd be very sad if he did. They did.
I think something that I connected to Sabo with was just how much he cared for Ace and Luffy. And so there are definitely, something underneath the lines, you know, that I could kind of feel this connection. I don't know if I would say it's super emotional, you know, but I definitely feel the connection to the characters, for sure.
We got a question that came in for Colleen. Is it easy to change your voice for Luffy?
It's easy to get there because I know the voice so well and I've been doing it for 16 years, so like dropping into that voice is very natural for me, but it's not easy to sustain because it's just a very unnatural voice that was never intended by God. And so it hurts a lot, but it is yes, easy to tap into. I don't ever question it anymore. Like you question other roles, like is this where it was? Is this what it sounded like? And with Luffy, it's like this is what it sounds like.
as somebody who was there when Colleen started doing that voice, and I'm serious about this, I know I joke a lot. Colleen was capable of doing pretty much everything, except reacting to picture, or laughing at the picture at the very start. That was only a month until she learned that. But Colleen was, like, and still is, the best there is. And then suddenly, Colleen just drops in this kid voice that no one ever heard her do before. And I was like, oh, of course, Colleen would have that voice in her too. And just luckily, it happened to be on One Piece.
Yeah, very lucky that Mike believed in that.
But it was really cool because Colleen was always the person you would call in for like your lower voice characters because we didn't have a ton of low voice women at the time.
Right.
But man, it was really cool that you busted out and you've been doing it for so long.
Thanks. I liked your reaction when we started doing the video game because we recorded the video game before any of the series, right?
Yeah.
And so it was, I got cast in the series and then we did the video game before any of that recording. And so Chris was like there to help set the voice basically, which was awesome.
We have a question over to your left.
I keep looking over here.
Because you can hear it back there, I'm sorry. We're over to your left. And go ahead and say your name and your question.
My name is Kaylee, and I have a question for all of you. What's your favorite straw hat?
Luffy!
I really like Zoro, but if I had to pick somebody else, I really like Brooke. I think Brooke is really funny to me. Don't say Sanji.
No?
Make Chris mad.
Luffy.
Luffy is just objectively the best. I'm so
Luffy
sorry.
wears his straw
But,
hat.
yeah, that's true. But Nami right now, I love Nami a lot right now.
There was a question that was texted in, and this was for Johnny. Johnny,
Ichigo.
Who would you... The three characters are
Ichigo.
on stage right now. Who do you think would win?
Ichigo.
Unfortunately, I don't think it would be Sabo. I don't know, it'd be one of you. It'd have to be Luffy. Yeah.
It's close though. I mean, they have proved that over and over again that it's not a slam dunk.
Interesting answer. All right, we have a question over here. Johnny, I know yesterday
Ichigo.
During our previous panel, I introduced a very big Power Rangers fan, and he wasn't here for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Mysterious Power Ranger fan that never showed up.
Yeah, well, he's here today, and he wants to ask his question, so I'm going to let him get in his question right now. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Clifton, our other moderator.
Your moderator when he didn't show up?
I had did like 3 panels like right before I just needed to get some air and I came back in. But anyways, I'm a huge Power Ranger fan. Thank you for all the years that you did.
Thanks for watching, yeah.
Did you think that Power Rangers was your end all, be all, or did you knew you were gonna do something like bigger?
Did I know? Gosh, no, I don't know that I knew anything. And I was very fortunate to be on Power Rangers, but I feel the same way with everything that I work on. You know, One Piece as well. I just feel very fortunate to be part of it. So yeah, I don't know if I would say it was my end all be all. I certainly didn't think that way at all. I just felt very lucky.
Still over here to your left, we have a question.
My name is Dante, and I have a question for all of you. Is the One Piece real? And if so, can I eat it?
The One Piece is definitely real. And gosh, what if it does turn out to be like a double fruit or something? That'd be funny.
It'd be the end-to-end fruit. The finale fruit. I don't know.
I still like Mike McFarlane's idea of what the One Piece is. He said that at the very end, it's going to be a treasure chest, and Luffy's going to open it, and there's going to be a big red button that says "Do not touch." And he's going to be like, "What's this?" And he pushes it, and then we start over at episode 1.
But all the voices are switched.
Yeah.
Three Swords Star.
I'm Sabo.
Chris, someone in the audience asked, Chris, how do you wish All Might's story would end?
Ooh, with him alive, actually, would be a wonderful way to end the story. With him alive.
That has been Chris's ongoing fear.
Oh, I'm so scared. So scared. And I know they're gonna do it. They're gonna do it at some point. I just feel they're going to. Right at the last minute, right when you think he's gonna survive this whole thing. Because I didn't think he was gonna last this long.
You tried to bribe the director.
I did, actually. I'm not kidding. And I'm not talking about the voice director. I'm talking about the creator of the show. Futokushi Sensei was in for a panel, and I followed him out into a parking lot, which is creepy. But we were all at a dinner, so it wasn't as weird. But I did say, I'll pay you $50 if you don't kill All Might. And he said, oh, I cannot make that bet. And I wasn't sure if he just didn't like gambling or if he was going to kill off All Might. And so I said, well, if you do, I mean, you could always like introduce sort of a Dragon Ball concept to the show. It's a very good idea. And I think he was just trying to say, would you please leave me alone? But yeah, I hope he survives. I'm really scared. I mean, it's not only like he's got the injury and it just seems like a logical thing to do. It's literally been foretold that he's not going to live already. So I'm really scared.
Someone also asked, what's a lesser known work that you wish more people would watch?
I'm gonna go with Good Luck Girl. I wish more people would watch Good Luck Girl, because that was like me getting to be Bugs Bunny.
There is an interesting show I've been working on recently called Ranking of Kings. Have you guys watched that?
Not lesser known.
I mean, lesser known and like they're just people. I don't see people talking about it. I guess maybe in my circles. It's not as popular as some of the others that I'm working on. I just think it could be a huge show. I love it. It's a great show.
For me, it'd be Wolf's Rain. Yeah.
Wolf's Rain.
Wolf's Rain. Yeah. It's a strange title, but it's a pretty cool.
There's some fans.
Yeah, there are more cheers for that.
Yeah, if you get cheers, then it's not lesser known.
I mean, I don't see a lot of people come by at all with that one, so.
All right, we have a question right here in the middle. Go and stand up.
Hello guys, my name is Hinado, and my question pertains for all you guys, and it is, depending on what you know, what island would you explore in One Piece and why?
There's one in the sky called Sky. Just help each other out.
I'd say the Sky Island.
Do you know any others, Colleen?
I mean, I do. I just don't know. A lot of them have really terrible political systems. Like, where do you want to go? Sky Island might actually be the answer because that got all torn down and maybe it got like restructured better. Now that Enru is off doing whatever we're gonna find out he's doing. So yeah, I guess Sky Island is my answer.
Yeah. For me, probably Master Roshi's Island would be where I would want to hang out. That's my final answer.
Fishman at Sky Island.
Was that Vanessa? It was Vanessa. All right, let's go. We have another question right over here. Let's go and get this one.
Yes, hello. How's it going, guys? My name is Danny, and I just want to know, you guys have had a long career. Is there anything you guys would do different, like looking back, like, maybe I wouldn't be so goofy or a little bit more serious? I don't know.
That was for you. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah. So when I first, I didn't hear the question. I was busy texting a picture of Johnny to the group chat. That wasn't me. I didn't do that one. That wasn't me. That wasn't me. What was your question? I'm sorry.
there something you would want to go back and redo?
Yeah, is there something that you would want to redo?
Oh,
or, you know,
In your career.
Career-wise. If we're gonna keep it as, yeah, that's the one I did. So if I could go back and do anything again, since this is a One Piece panel, there is a certain point in the series where when we started working on One Piece, we started kind of do you remember what episode we were kind of at when we started working on One Piece?
140 something.
Yes. It's that those like you watch One Piece
Yes.
and you start from episode 1, and that's like after we'd done most of the series.
Yeah. Well.
Or a good chunk of the series, we'd gotten used to their voices, so that it starts off really strong, and then
You can
I'm
watch
scared
it.
to get to it. Actually, I'm scared.
It's hard. You sound great all the way through because it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's the same voice.
Lucy sounds identical. She sounds like Nami all the way through. My voice goes through a little bit of a rough patch, where it's like, oh, who am I? And yeah.
That's what I want to do again. If we can just touch those up.
Yeah, probably.
All right, we have another question right over here.
Come on.
Skip
And
all
by
that.
the way, the other picture with the frosted tips, that was cool then, all right? Oh no.
Johnny would skip all that martial arts nonsense. Never paid off.
Hi, my name is Itati Garza, and I just wanted to say, what's your favorite One Piece line?
Nothing happened. That's a line, actually.
I see it a lot.
I write it a lot.
Yeah. Dang it. Our bond can't be broken even if anyone tries. See the frosted tips? It was cool back then.
Someone had this at my table, so I took a picture of it
Yeah,
earlier.
they found it on.
I added the X's and the hearts, though.
Man, the internet.
I'm gonna get
I know you made it.
back online here. My favorite set of lines is when Luffy is in the cave that is a snake, trying to get out and just cursing the stupid cave, which I would do, but I'm trying to maintain my voice, so yeah.
Okay, so we're almost out of time, so we're gonna run through these last ones real quick. So name and question.
Hello, Colleen, Chris, and Johnny on Bosch. My name is Eddie, and I just wanted to know, Colleen, is it okay if you can do a line from Year 5?
What did I just say?
She said she can't do
No,
them.
you're good. I can't do a Gear 5 line because I haven't done Gear 5 yet. So I don't know what it sounds like. It's coming up. I know, I'm so excited. I'm a little worried that the ab workout from the laughter is going to be more than I can take. But I'm really excited about it and really nervous about it. That's going to be so fun.
So I started watching One Piece with my kids, like she is with her child, and we aren't very far. And after we watched only a handful of episodes, my 12-year-old said, "What does it look like now?" Because I was explaining to them, "Yeah, that looks good." Someone back there ends up getting pictures.
Is that the same one that just reusing now?
Yeah.
Are you guys taking them now?
I can't help you.
Sorry.
Wow. So I had to keep explaining to him, like, the reason why it looks like this is because it's 25 years old or something, and that's really old animation. And my daughter goes, "What does it look like now?" So I just, hey, there you go. That's good. That's good.
Johnny, like, superimposed.
I spend a lot of time on Snapchat, actually, with my kids. But then I was like, okay, I'll show you something. And I thought, oh, I should watch some of the Gear 5 stuff. And I popped to it, and I'm like, okay, girls, I don't think it looks anything like this at all. Because it's such a unique looking episode. Without spoiling anything, it just doesn't even, it's so insane, it doesn't even look like the same show. It's kind of brilliant.
Every episode looks like a movie these days. It's so cool.
Okay, we got another question.
Sorry.
Hi, my name is Ed, and I have a question for Chris.
Yes.
I watched sub and dub, and I noticed that when you when you do the voice for Zoro in English, when you have the sword, or Zoro has the sword in his mouth, you sound like you have a sword in your mouth.
Yes.
And the Japanese doesn't. Is that something that you came up with? You want to do something different, or anything? And what is it that you hold in your mouth while you're doing it?
It's a pretty heavy sword. Actually, there's a story behind that. There's a story behind this. Mike McFarlane at the time, we were working on the game, we were trying to figure out what to do. Mike, they were like, it didn't make sense not to have it sound at least a little bit like he's got something in his mouth. It just sounded like, I don't know how the Zoro in Japanese is just magic and he can kind of talk through the sword or something. And we were trying to debate as to what to use. And Mike was like, maybe you could use a pencil or whatever. And but what if I lose the pencil and I'm gonna use somebody else's pencil and that's gross. So I just use the end of my finger right there because I can control how much sound comes out of my mouth and it doesn't sound like ridiculously like incomprehensible. Because when you do use a stick or something like that in your mouth, you can't understand a damn thing he's saying. So that's what we do. At least I know where my finger's been.
You still do it.
I was wondering, since the three episodes of Presto, you know what I mean, the Cross Genres, Dragon Ball, Four Guy, and One Piece. Which you guys do the voices for all those three? Like the Dragon Ball and One Piece mixture with the
Oh, I think, didn't it already?
I don't know anything.
I thought there was didn't they release a crossover?
Yes, especially that One Piece and Dragon Ball.
Huh. I wanna believe that
You guys should let us know what you think of it, and then next year we can all talk about it.
Yeah, cool. Thank you. All right, let's go ahead.
I'm Zoro, and I got a question for Chris.
Yeah.
Who is Soba King?
Who is Soba King? He's Soba King awesome. I can't answer that question because I actually don't know what you're. I know the term, but I actually don't know. I'm sorry.
Nobody really does. We have no idea. Some random stranger.
Oh, my name is Alucard. So I have a theory. What if the straw hat was the One Piece all along?
And I just had it. Well, then good thing it didn't fly off into the ocean at some point. That's still a miracle. That'd be cool.
Someone had said, what if you get to the very end and the whole One Piece was friendship all along?
I think Oda promised us that it was not. And that's through rumor, but I think Oda actually promised us that it was a thing, a tangible thing, and not like a friendship was the journey.
As close as it gets.
And the last question is, I know you guys have been directors before. Have you had to direct each other? And what's one of the funniest things that you've had to do as a director with each other?
Oh man.
Directing Chris is always funny. The funniest part is trying to get you to say the words on the page as they are written.
That is true.
That's super funny.
Well, I get into a mood. You're welcome. I get into a mood when I just, it's a challenge for myself and a pain in the butt for everybody else to just see how many times I can do the line without actually reading the line that's on the page. And I try to get to match the mouth movements as best as possible.
I've directed both of you, because we did the My Hero movie, and Chris obviously, but I've also been directed by Chris a lot. Chris was one of the people who helped start my career by making sure that I was working. Thank you very much.
Well, Colleen helped start Funimation making good dubs, actually. She was one of the best actresses that came to Funimation. It was like getting a present from the universe. Oh wow, someone amazing.
Another girl. We only had 2 of those.
Someone asked me earlier, they're like, like, what are some of the fun moments you have in the booth these days? And I will say it was a lot more fun back when Funimation, what Crunchyroll formerly was, didn't actually do much accounting on what the timesheets were. So we would just come in, I would be called in for certain directors, and we would just talk the entire time. We wouldn't actually record anything at all. It was a lot of fun. And then, but these days I had to explain, like, we go in and it's pretty calculated how long you are supposed to work on each episode. And so you only have a certain time slot.
And that is designed to make sure that you guys are getting the content quickly.
Yeah.
You know, back in the day that wasn't happening.
Oh, that's intense. That's the behind the scenes documentary. Bringing it back. Judging all of you.
Well, guys, we obviously have loved having you guys here. It has been a lot of fun, and we've been grateful that you've been able to meet with all of your fans. Guys, have we enjoyed them being here this weekend? They're not here for very much longer, so make sure you join them at their booth. Please give a warm round of applause to the One Piece cast. Johnny Yong.